What's up everyone, welcome to another episode of Random 2v2, and today we're once again going to be playing a mass cannon / cannon rush episode. The last time I did that was one of my most popular 2v2 videos yet, but in that episode it wasn't the most successful. If I remember correctly, I did win 2 out of 3 games, but it was a little questionable. Sometimes it looked alright, sometimes it didn't look that strong. For today, my mission is to make it look brutally strong. I have no idea how I'm going to manage that, but I'm going to do my best. Let's begin. Alright, the first game of the day is with a Zerg against a Zerg and a random. Now, I remember 2 of these guys, actually. I remember Newbie. He was, I believe, a Protoss player that we won with. I think he called the opponents, like, Noob Skytos players or something like this. And then the guy I'm playing with is a guy I've lost to before because he always does Link Floods. Hello. Let's see. Should I go crazy? You know what? I'm going to wall all the way down there. My probe is going to be late, but that's okay. Actually, it's for some reason, it's actually okay. I thought I was joking, but when you're cannon rushing, it's not actually a big deal. Because usually you stop at 15 workers, I believe. I will build some cannons. I'm not going to let him in onto the secret of how many cannons I'm going to build. He's going to have to find that out either the painful or the happy way. Now, this map, I remember... Yeah, this map is an insane cannon rush spot. Oh, I'm so happy they were playing on this map first. That's beautiful. Okay, this forge is going to be slightly late, but that's okay. I'm kind of tempted to make more probes anyway. Like, I do remember if all the games that... it was once against me, and once it was me doing it, where we cannon rushed, well, we had money of both the players, so with the teammates leaving. It was insanely strong. But I don't really know how strong the actual 1v2 cannon rush is, you know? I guess we're gonna have to find that out. He's gonna pull a lot of workers. Just make sure that this... Oh, it's 2 Zergs, actually. We were playing against a Zerg and a random, right? I'm just gonna make a bunch of random pylons everywhere. And, yeah, really just see how this is gonna go, I guess. Like, I actually have no idea, honestly. Doing a really good job with the workers so far, I have to admit. Definitely fantastic. Oh, this probe was stuck for a little bit. Oh, it's a 12 pool we're going up against. This actually could be pretty good for us. I know I sound silly, but I'm not kidding. Because a 12 pool is not gonna do any damage against us in our main base. And, oh wait, my teammate's also attacking early on. Wait, you didn't see that? Really? That Overlord right there did not see that pylon? Or he's blind. It's also possible. I don't know. Seriously, yo, wait, this is actually a 6 spot. Look at this, I can even wall this cannon in, I believe. Look. Oh, this is nice. Okay, I really do like this. I have this probe ready to go for an expansion, if it's time. I guess I should... You know what, I'm actually just gonna make the gateway here already. I think that's gonna be nice. I feel so bad for this guy that he's, you know, he 12 pulled, but he's still gonna get owned by the cannon rush, I think. Now, he can start attacking this from the main base. There's a decent amount of links there. Okay, so this hatchery is pretty much forked. I don't think I can lose that. Oh, let's not lose the probe. I don't think I can lose the pylon to a high ground spine. I think that would be a little bit too hard for him to pull off. I'm gonna make another cannon, just because he finished that hatchery. And then I'll make another pylon that's in a little bit of a safer spot over here. And that should be pretty nice. Now, I think it's a good idea for me to get my own Nexus up, so we can actually benefit from our economy. And exactly, like, I didn't even look at my teammate's base, but I knew it. I told you guys that he was the Link Flood guy, and this is gonna be painful. I kind of wish that he would attack the other dude, though, because this guy is screwed. This hatchery is dead anyway, and now he's gonna give them time to recuperate. Now, maybe I should... you know, play like a true full-fledged cannon rusher and also follow this up by playing Skytles or DTs or something disgusting, because that's what they always do. Now, let's see. There's a spine up here. My ally does have a base already, and we're also going to be pretty safe in that base because I have the cannons at the front. So this really was a pretty awesome cannon rush. And now I think about it, I think realistically, cannon rushing should be even better in team games. And the main reason why I think so is because in 1v1, the follow-ups to cannon rushes are pretty rough. So if you cannon rush in 1v1, for example, when they cannon rush my Terran, what I like to do is just go for a really fast medevac and do a heli and drop after. Because they just simply don't have enough stuff to defend it properly. Like, do you make cannons at the front? Do you make them in your main? What do you do with them? And in this case, you know, I have an ally defending me from all kinds of stuff. So I don't really have to worry about it that much. Now, it does really depend on what their follow-up is going to be. I mean, I think that we're going to be massively ahead here. As long as my teammate doesn't play super greedy, I think we're going to be completely fine. Okay, so that's a bunch of... He's plugging my wall? Yo, that is kind of goated, actually. That is extremely cool. The more I play with random 2v2 players, the more I love them, honestly. They always do such cool things somehow. Like I mean, he needs to be careful because this is not actually fully plugged. But the fact that he's plugging my wall with queens, which is like the tankiest freaking unit in the early game, and it has transfuses, is actually so cool. Like, that's legitimately so freaking cool. I guess I'll just go for... Wait, it's not even my teammate's Overlord. I'll just go for... I'm gonna build the Stargates under the freaking Overlord. I don't give a crap, guys. I'm feeling it. My inner cannon rusher is being activated to the maximum potential. Now maybe... Wait, this could be a good moment. Let's see. Oh, no. I wanted to sneak out this probe to see if I could maybe get some cannons to hit that. I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. Maybe I should make a battery over here. That'd be nice. I hope my teammate doesn't spread too much creep, because that's actually going to be a little painful to deal with. Now, I could go for carriers, but you guys know me. I like a little bit of fancy gameplay. So maybe I'm going to go for like Phoenixes or something. I don't think I can do much more with this. He's going to scout it right away. That's unfortunate. The battery is actually super nice. I was going to say, I don't think I can do too much more with this probe, so I wanted to scout, see if I could maybe see... like literally a roach warren or something. It doesn't even matter. I just wanted to see something and I didn't, so that's a bit unfortunate. Now, you know what the plan is? Well, not for this specific game, but throughout this episode, I'm going to try to keep evolving my play. So maybe the next time I'll go for DTs and they hit an expansion. I want to, like, be world's most disgusting cannon rusher, basically. Now, one thing that I would like to see my opponent do, or sorry, my teammate do, is actually to go for an expansion. Because Zerg is not really meant to sit on no bases like this. And I'm a little worried that his economy is not going to be able to keep up with theirs. Like, in the end, I'm just making Phoenixes and nothing else. Well, I'm going to make other air units, of course. But I really want him to go for an expansion at some point. This base is going to suffer. I guess, first of all, I scout for a hidden expansion around the map. And then I'm going to go attack them and see what I can do about it. My teammate has Lings and Banes, so he should be able to take care of this pretty easily. I'm actually getting a little nervous. Like, my teammate should be able to defend no matter what, but I'm going to make Oracles anyway. Just because, you know, he might mess it up with the Balings or... Yo, this cannon is actually popping the frick off, by the way. It's going to get like 10 kills. I think got 9 in the end. Yeah, this is what I meant. This is why I really need my ally to actually make bases. Like, his economy is not enough right now to keep up with the opponent, and that's going to be a little painful. Like, he did the Link Flood, which was great, but I think we're going to need a little more than that. Now, if he would help me with the Balings, that would be perfect, please. This is perfect mode for a Baling, just one. He didn't really pay attention there, unfortunately. So it looks like we're going up against Hydras. Hydra's actually an interesting choice. And with interesting, I mean it's probably not the best choice. Because Hydras are not actually that good against Phoenixes. But if they're going to get enough of them, then that's obviously going to change. Oh, I didn't energy recharge this. It's a little bit of a mistake by me. Should have done that before leaving the base. Now, attempt number 25 at trying to actually be able to freaking get this base. Hope we can finally get it at some point. And I think I'm going to go for the fleet beacon here. Make a lot of sense. Let's see if I can bait them into the Baling. Well, I guess I don't have to. And here we're finally going to be able to get the base. All right. Now, these Oracles are going to be able to kill those Zerglings even before my probe dies, I think. Yeah, exactly. Oracle's absolutely fantastic here. Now, I have 4 Oracles. It's not that crazy yet. If my teammate goes for Mass Lingbane and I go for Mass... Actually, maybe I think Phoenixes would be a little bit of a better idea here, to be honest. I'm going to make a lot of cannons over here. In fact, this is the cannon episode, right? So I have to. I hope he has Baling. If he's going to make that many Balings, I hope he has freaking Baling speed. Otherwise, this is going to be a little bit of a painful endeavor for him. And let's see. Do I go for Phoenix Ranger, guys? Is that a little too crazy? I think it is pretty cool. And that's what matters more to me than it being crazy or not. That Spore Crawler is actually going to get a pretty decent amount of scouting done, which is a little bit annoying. Let's see. Here he's going to go. Oh, he doesn't have Baling speed. He's crazy for doing this without Baling speed. But it is actually working, which is fantastic. There we go. I tried to snatch up the Hydras before the last of the Balings exploded. Wasn't able to do that, but... still very, very effective there, as you guys could see. Now, what do I make behind this, guys? I'm really tempted to just make Phoenixes, but it's obviously a little scary because of the... Wait. I mean, if he's just going to make Mass Links, then I can actually just make Oracles forever, too. There's no problem whatsoever. I could probably just follow the freaking Zerglings and maybe even kill them. I don't know if I should activate my... Excuse me, my Pulsar Beam for that, but I could. Actually, should I? I do have a little bit of ping here, so it's not going to be super easy to micro, but I can cut them off over here. He's trying to escape in this corner, which is quite brave, and probably not the right idea here, because he's going to lose all of those units. Well, not all of them, but he's going to lose an absolute crap ton of them. I could go for Void Ray speed as well. Void Ray, an uncommon unit to build here, but that's what I'm all about. And this game has become quite tense. I have to admit that my teammate's transition from the Link Flood was not that clean, and it hurts a little bit because I mentioned before I lost a couple games to him, right? And I lost to the Link Floods themselves, and now I'm starting to wonder that maybe all I had to do to win those games was survive the Link Flood because the follow-up was not that perfect. Now let's see, I'm gonna bring my oracles back home. I hope he's going for like... Oh, dude, okay, never mind. I'm gonna scratch everything I just said because he's doing exactly what I want him to do, and that is build some lovely Ultralisk. I was gonna say, if he's playing like this, he should probably be teching up the Ultras, and I was hoping that I would see it actually happen. Oh, let's see. Maybe I can lift the back couple Bailings. That would be nice. I'm going to lift the ones in the back. And there we go. Oracle Phoenix, guys. That Bailing is not going to kill my workers. And that was an extremely efficient trade over there. Just going to make sure to rebuild the cannons. But okay. My faith in my teammate is completely restored. Now he's going for Ultralisk. Like, legitimately. That's all it took. I'm not that difficult of a teammate, guys. Maybe you guys think I am, but I'm not that difficult of a teammate. Let's see, I'm gonna just help him chase those. I don't have that much energy on these. The Bailey's gonna pop off so hard on the Hydras. That is absolutely fantastic. Let's see if I can lift a couple more of these. My Oracles are probably gonna be able to kill that Spore as well, depending on how much energy I have. I think it's gonna be fine. And, excuse me, together with the 2 Ultralisks, I think we've actually just done it somehow. Like... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but this really didn't feel like a game that we were gonna be winning in an instant, but the 2 Ultralisks just had, like, no counter, especially since I, lifted a lot of the Hydras and the Oracles were activating as well. Now, wait, I don't think have I ever seen that before? You guys saw that little microsecond where the Ultralisks were fungled? Fungal doesn't actually work on Ultralisk, by the way, because they're massive, or, well, nothing works on them because they have their Frenzy ability. You can't neural them, for example, can't abduct them or anything like that. But it does do damage, but Fungal does so little damage that you see no one fungling an Ultralisk. And it was just really funny to see. Now, I could help here with my units, but I just kind of want to see these Ultralisks pop off. He has the speed upgrade too. These Ultralisks should be able to destroy these Hydras, and I just have to watch. Well, I'm going to help him because I don't want him to hate me. But I don't really think I have to be honest, because these Ultralisks are absolutely going to chop up. But here are the Oracles, guys. Did you guys think you were going to see this today? The Oracle Ultralisk flank, and I'm pretty sure this Zerg is going to call GG any moment because he was just annihilated. Well, he didn't call GG, but he did leave the game. And there we go. All right. An absolutely chaotic, crazy game. The cannon rush worked. My teammate's cheese worked. Then it was followed by me being kind of stuck in a limbo. Not sure what unit I was supposed to build. What was I supposed to build for my Stargates? I settled on Phoenix Oracle, which is not really a composition, but I mean, it worked fantastically. So what can I say? Followed by a little bit of disappointed in my teammate because he wasn't making economy. Followed by me being extremely proud of my teammate because he was rushing Ultralisk, which is exactly what I should do. So I remove any criticism I gave him. Just for this, he earns all of the credit. And yeah, they just got absolutely slaughtered at the end there. I really didn't think we were going to win fast, but the Ultralisk Phoenix Oracle push, that's your new legendary composition. Absolutely crushed them. And that was just the warm-up. Let's go to game number 2. All right, the second game of the day is with the same teammate against... For some reason, I thought he was playing Protoss for a second. My brain tripped a little bit. But the same teammate against a Protoss and a random. No, wait. Ally Fault. I definitely remember that name, right? He was probably one of the Zergs. He's playing random... Okay, so I guess he was the random person that got Zerg. At least the name sounds so familiar to me. Hello. I'm gonna hit him up in the exact same way. I'm gonna build some cannons. I mean, I'm sure after the last game, he's gonna be okay with it. Because it worked out so well. Sometimes I'm so stupid. I wonder if he's like, this is I know. I was gonna say, I wonder if this guy thinks I'm just stupid and I already forgot who he is. Like, I know, bro. Just do your stuff. Wait, the other guy, what was he again? The other guy was Protoss, okay. Now, he's definitely telling his teammate that I am gonna cannon rush, which obviously makes a lot of sense. I'm indeed gonna chrono that again. There's a pylon over here. This kind of looks like a Nexus first. I'm gonna just start building pylons everywhere, and we'll kind of just see what sticks, you know? Now, this is a Terran, so it's a random or a Protoss and a Terran, and they don't have anything yet. At least it doesn't look like they do. Gonna make a pylon over here as well. Now, this cannon rush is something that doesn't usually work. It's mostly just a bait. I can tell you guys that much. Trying to cannon rush with like the triple pylon stuff. Oh, he actually walled it off. It doesn't really work. Right now, I'm just annoying him pretty much. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna make a cannon over here. That would be pretty nice already. I can probably cancel this one actually because it's so freaking low HP already. And then I'll see if I can maybe get something going next to this guy's base. Okay, so he sees this cannon. Let's see, if he's going to pull the workers, I'm going to have to do like some kind of quick surround. Oh, he's actually... Yeah, oh, I don't think we're going to be able to get that off, sadly. Okay, let's see if I can build a pylon over here. Oh, that's actually a pretty well walled in cannon, guys. Not going to lie. That cannon is going to finish. He's trying to target the pylon. The pylon is not going to die in time. And this is going to be a successful start after all. I want to cancel one of these pylons at least. The pool is here already, or I should say the Zerglings from my 12 pool loving teammate. Or it's probably this, yeah, it's the Zergling speed stuff again. He really loves his Zergling speed openers, that is for sure. Now, I would love for him to, you know, get his Zerglings inside, but I guess he's just going to kill the Forge first, which is completely fine. So their natural is forked. The Protoss is pretty much forked. Yeah, I was afraid of this. I'm going to need my teammate to deal with it, actually. I can't really do much against it. I noticed that the Terran didn't have anything in his base, so I figured it would have to be something like that. It's... maybe I should ask him. Can you deal with the Reapers for me? This is covered by a cannon, so I don't need to do any kind of crazy micro here. I'm going to lose every single probe if he doesn't help me right now. He has Zerglings with speed. He can easily deal with that. But if he doesn't, then that's going to be pretty bad for us. I'm already losing all of my probes. Okay, I think he's just focused on killing them, but I would really prefer if he would just... Literally 5 Zerglings. Please, my friend, where are you going? Donald Tusk. Send them back. I have no money. I mean, I know we're killing them, but I would like to participate here. I'm gonna start stealing his money at this rate. You don't like me anymore? He hasn't even killed the Protoss yet. Like, please! Oh, he's gonna kill it now. Thank goodness. Please tell me he has enough. Okay, it's barely gonna be enough. Thank goodness. Okay. So, situation of the game. Thank you, my friend. Just kidding. Situation of the game. The Terran is dead. The Protoss is... dead? To some degree. Okay. I mean, the Terran, I don't know if he has money to make, like, Reapers or something. Actually, in this scenario, what I would do is I would give money to the Terran so he can make more stuff. At least assuming that he has multiple barracks proxied. I imagine it's 2. Hey, I found something over here. Yo, look at this. The Probe Scout of the Century. Oh my goodness, that's actually kind of crazy. The Probe Scout of the freaking Century, really. I was just gonna say, I don't know exactly what he has proxied. He's probably gonna be able to scare those Reapers away relatively easily. Now, I don't want him to be able to build that for free. I'm gonna make even more cannons right now. I have so much energy, I can just keep chronoing. Okay, he's sending Zerglings over there now. He has Zerglings over here. And Donald Tusk is doing a fantastic job. Let me ping him that the Zealots are on the way. I mean, he doesn't really have to do anything besides just... That's a cannon, right? Yeah. Besides just make more Zerglings, I think. He's covering his entire base. That's pretty funny. He's actually covering everything in cannons. Now he's trying to make his factory over here. I think I'm going to try to snipe that factory before it finishes. So he is struggling against those. But he is going to be able to kill the Zealots, which is perfectly fine. And maybe I should start working on a cannon for my own base before I really get tortured by those units forever. He has so many Zerglings. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if he would just try and break the cannons. I think that's what he's going to do, actually. He has about 200 gas, so he can make 8 Banelings. Gonna make 1 cannon over here first. I imagine he wants to make a Cyclone. It could be like a tank as well. I just imagine he wants to build a Cyclone. I can wall this in pretty much completely if I want to. I'm kind of just waiting for him to see it, though. I can make sure that it only gets hit by 2 SCVs if I have to. And then it doesn't matter if I make more cannons or not. Exactly. I'll just make it 1 SCV, because why the heck not? Zerglings for my teammate are arriving just in time. And we make a pretty devastating team here, I have to say. Now, it seems that he's building Widow Mines, which is a pretty surprising choice. It could be Hellions as well. I kind of think it's Widow Mines. There's a couple of barracks flying everywhere. He's using his Banelings for this. I guess it makes sense. Why the hell not? Yeah, like the Hellion is not gonna kill the... Like, literally, the Hellion might as well not exist here. Oh, he's gonna try to go for the probe. Save me from the Hellion, my friend. Oh, let me cancel that real quick. He does have a decent amount of stuff. Yeah, this is what I was expecting him to use the Banelings for. Okay, I'm just gonna start creating a lot of cannons in range. The Banelings go directly into the mineral line, and they absolutely pop off. And I'm just using the distraction of my teammate Zerglings to get 1,000,000 cannons up here. That cannon falls. He's actually working on a Robo Bay. He has a Colossus out? Yo, not kidding, guys? This is absolutely not over somehow. My teammate tried to go for a bailing bust. It did not work. And now I canceled my gateway because I thought I would just have to make more cannons and that's it. But now we're playing against the Colossus. It's probably a Roach Warren, right? So we're going to make a Roach Warren. Good choice. This game is actually not over somehow. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, what I'm scared of here, guys, is that the Terran... Well, the Terran might have lost the SCVs in that exchange. I'm not actually 100% sure about that. It looked like... Oh, he's going to fight against this? I do like that. Like, he's going to kill it, but he might lose a unit or at least take a lot of damage. Barely doesn't lose that Stalker, unfortunately. But the Terran seems to have a pretty decent amount of economy if he lands the CC, if he kept those SCVs alive. And if he did, he still has the command center that he flew away. Probably it's going to be like somewhere there. Check it there, maybe. Let me give my teammates some of my ideas. My bro Donald over here, Donald Tusk. Now these cannons are gonna die pretty fast. I really love that he's fighting again. Like the Colossus actually is losing all of its shields. I think I did kill a Stalker there. I almost killed another one. Can I target that one down? Barely not right now. It's not gonna die. He's making another command center and he did indeed fight the SCVs there. Yeah, these guys are significantly up in economy, guys. Well, okay, compared to me, at least. My teammate made a lot of drones. He has about 35 workers, I think. He's doing pretty well. But they are about to be on 4 bases. And I think I'm going to go for the 1-base double Stargate. I know it's not the best strategy ever to make those so fast, but I need to do something to help my ally. My ally is the one with the economy. I don't have economy anyway, so I'm going to transition this way. If I got Warp Gate, I could warp like an Adept with this pylon, which would be very funny. But I also don't really want to make Warp Gate just with the assumption that they're going to let this pylon live forever. Because they shouldn't, right? Okay, so let's see if I can do... Exactly, okay. Okay, so he has Hellions. It's probably the least scary thing that they could have, to be honest. Now, I don't see where the Colossus and stuff went. I hope they're... Colossus probably cannot walk up here. Like, it's a little bit too narrow, I think. Colossus still over here. I just knew it because the Zergling was burned. So I have to imagine the Colossus has to be in that area. Now, I have a couple of options here. I could go for the double Void Ray. I could also go for the double Oracle. I'm tempted to go for the double Oracle just because it's really good against workers. And I think that's what we need right now. We need to do a little bit of worker damage. Wait, I saw an SCV that I can kill. My eye spotted that. Hey, man. If it works, guys. Maybe I'll make another pylon in his main base or something. See if I can distract him a little more. Teammate has been doing a good job with the Zerglings. Let's see, what is he working on now? Probably Roach Speed, I've had to guess. Double Evolution Chamber, okay. He's very macro heavy, I see. I'm gonna chrono boost a bunch of probes just so I can recall them later. These are gonna be intended to hit the Protoss main base, because Terran SCVs don't actually die to Oracles in 2 shots. I'm gonna just recall a bunch of my probes over here, and then we have a hidden base together with some Oracles. And these games are actually pretty nuts. Like, legitimately, they get very funny when you open with a cannon rush in 2v2. It feels really well balanced somehow. Like, it's strong, but there's also a lot of weakness here. Now, let's see, no cannon. He did indeed not rebuild a cannon, and that is really good news. Because then my Oracles are gonna get free play here. Gonna be able to kill... I can maybe kill that even. Can I kill that? There's a battery. Probably barely not, right? Oh, there's a Cyclone. I'm not happy seeing that Cyclone. I think it's barely gonna stay alive unless he scans. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, we stayed alive for now. That's important. I'm gonna make a couple gases over here, and I should probably start cannoning this base up. Now, as long as my teammate just makes Roach Ravager, he's gonna have the perfect army. He's not gonna need my help in the army fights, and I can just do damage with my Oracles over and over. Now, I would like to get a couple stasises up, so I'm gonna use my energy recharge over here. I'll put... I'm not sure if I want to defend my teammate's base from stasis or from armies or not, because he is pretty far back anyway. Oh, I shouldn't have. Well, now I might as well. I should have queued them on the same Oracle, of course. Because now I wasted energy on the other one, which is a little painful. So we have a base up. I like how I could have just taken my natural at this point, but I was so scared of the Colossus attack that I didn't. Let's see, this Oracle's gonna take a while to get energy, so I might as well send it around. I was just about to do a scan, which I obviously cannot do. This is 33 energy, which is not enough quite yet. Okay, the Colossus army is not in position, which I'm very happy seeing. I'm gonna start making some Void Rays now, I think. Maybe like 3 Stargate Void Ray would do the trick here against the Protoss army. Let's see, is there any defense over here? Doesn't look like it, so I can go in with the Oracles. And this could be... Now, I think that cannon is a little bit too annoying, actually. I want to go in here with my Oracles, but I think the cannons are gonna make that a little bit too complicated. Guess it's a good time for me to just take this base now anyway. There's a couple of defensive Colossus. I'm going to do a Revelation over there. A Cyclone's probably not here if I had to guess exactly. Like, I could kill those gas workers. I'm just not sure if I want to. I think there might be exactly a base over here. Gonna kill a bunch of these workers. Looks like there's no blink. Otherwise, he would have used it by now. Try to saturate this base as much as I can. This base is pretty much saturated already. I'm just going to be building a lot of Void Rays. And I think my teammate, he might not want to go in there right away because it's pretty scary to attack against Colossus up a ramp. But our economy is now significantly better. Teammate has been doing a good job macroing. It's even going up to Mutalisk as well. Yeah, I would definitely not... That army is pretty strong, actually. Their army is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Their army really is kind of crazy. Sadly for me, there's a turret there. Corrosive Biles, very good against big armies because you kind of have to dodge them anyway. So he's doing a good job with those. And I think he's kind of just trading out units so he can make sure that his... What's it called? His Mutalist transition is going to be stronger, especially if he kills Cyclones. Here he's doing a really good job killing the Cyclones. I don't know if there's that many Stalkers left here, guys. He has barely enough Stalkers to beat those Mutas, sadly. Let's see if there's a turret over here. A turret was built. Yeah, I might as well just take down this tank, because why the hell not? And then I'm going to try to go in the back of the main base. They might not be paying attention. I'm going to kill a lot of workers with these oracles. He accidentally attacked his own workers even there for a second, I believe. And this oracle is going to stay alive. Oh, shouldn't have said that. I think that Cyclone probably could have killed it, the one that finished from the factory. But we're doing a really good amount of economic damage. Mutas, by the way, super, super good unit if you're ahead. I know in the current meta, especially in 1v1, they're not the most popular. But it's just a super good unit when you're ahead because you can keep the control of the map. Let's make sure I don't actually lose those. Now, here's the thing. Void Rays, extremely good against Cyclones. But I think you need the speed upgrade to be able to fight. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a little bit too rough. I'm going to keep moving these oracles around. I think it would be a good moment for me to attack the main base with my Voids, actually. I was mostly saving them to attack at the front. I saw another couple Cyclones dying there, I believe. And I think I can barely get this angle right, exactly. Get a couple of those in stasis. It's going to be a nice little economic destroyer. I wonder if you guys are falling in love with oracles because of the plays I usually do. Because oracles are just... They're just so cool. You can keep using them over and over, even if there's like... Look at what he has to build, just so I don't annoy him. He's making so many turrets, and now I have a bunch of Void Rays. Those SCVs can't even run away because they're in a stasis. I could also absolutely blow up, but I can just kill the Stalkers. Yeah, if he just fights the Archons with me, then they're gonna have no chance here, I think. Mutas are fast enough to kill the Cyclones. Those Stalkers have all fallen. I think I'm gonna help him chase those with my Oracles, because Oracles are pretty fast as well. Then I'm gonna fall back here. And then, oh, that's a really good feedback. I was just about to drop a stasis, so he would have a harder time chasing me. But then my guy drops a freaking insane feedback from downtown. And there we go. All right, dude, these games are so crazy. And so much fun, but so hectic. Now, at the end, it looks like we were wiping the floor with them. But they still were going up to 6 bases. And at some point, the eco was scary. I can't believe that I went from this game is about to end because I was building I was literally building 5 cannons in his main base as Banelings are walking into the main base. And then all of a sudden, a Colossus freaking finishes, cancels my cannons, and we realized that they have more bases than us, or at least the same amount, and it got a little scary. But my teammate here did a fantastic job. Really good move to go for the Roach Ravager. His tech transitions are awesome, by the way. If you guys are wondering, his tech transition were just perfect. He saw the Colossus, instant Roach War, and realized Zerglings were going to do the trick. Saw they had a defensive army, instant Spire, so fantastic job by him. I actually ended up with more supply than him, just because I was able to have this hidden expansion for free. Definitely going to keep that in play. Let's go for a final game. All right, the final game of the day. Oh no! We're playing against our trusted ally. The final game of the day is against Donald Tusk and Tirith, the Zergina Terran. And I'm playing with Ally Fault, the random player that we played against twice. Now, this is a tricky one because... Okay, that's not what I was going to say. But this is a tricky one because both the enemy and my ally know that I'm going to cannon rush. But the enemy obviously being way more important. I will build some cannons. This is actually a really scary one because we're going to play against someone with double eco. And you would think that it's not that hard to hold my cannons. Now, here's the thing. Since I know... Did he get Protoss? He got Terran. Since I know that the player that didn't leave is a Link Flutter who now has double the money, I can also just defend with cannons, and I think it would be really good. Like, I know this pylon doesn't look like it covers both bases, but it actually kind of does. Cannon, 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 you know, and everything is covered. The first 4 bases are pretty much covered, so... Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I wonder what he's going to do. Actually, I think it might be the most interesting thing. Well, I don't want to say that because 2v2 is freaking incredible, but it's one of the most interesting things to see how people play when they have double the money. He's not really Okay, this guy is definitely going... Wait, is he maybe cheesing with both? I'm not 100% sure, but that guy... when's the force going to finish? That guy did not have stuff at home. Absolutely not. Now here, the pool is done, I think. No? Oh, it's just... Okay, like it's like a... Yeah, it's like that. That is a lot of... Okay, that was... I need to communicate to my ally. That's a proxy 100 racks, I think. I'm gonna build one thing over here just so I can slowly get up there. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. I need him to cover my stuff, really. Okay, he's gonna build a bunker over there. Interesting location. I wonder... Dude, could you imagine if he would fly the barracks into one of our bases? That would actually be kind of crazy. Now, what I need to make sure to do here is make sure that this is walled off, because otherwise you can walk into the main with a million Marines, and that's not gonna be pleasant. I would imagine that the Marines are already, like, saving in front of our base, to be honest. Maybe I should have a little bit of a check. I'm gonna make a pylon over here. I want to imagine there's just 8 barracks hidden here somewhere. I could be wrong, but that's... Okay, I can't get any further than that. That's just what it feels like, you know? I'm gonna make more cannons. I'm just gonna make... I mean, I don't know how many I need. I'm just gonna keep making more, because why not? 6 cannons on the defense, guys. Here we go. Before it turns out that cannon rushing is not just the best strategy as a player with double eco, but also against double eco, because you can just make cannons everywhere. And I think with one Reaper, he should be able to cover that already. He's gonna try to break this, but cannons are... They're pretty alright against Marines. They're really not bad against Marines, I can tell you guys that much. No GG is called, and there we go. Now, how many barracks is it? It's only 5. Okay, so what I can tell you guys, judging from this, is that this guy actually never plays Terran, and he doesn't know how many barracks you can afford. I said proxy 8 racks because that's how many you can build. In fact, if you have 16 on each mineral line... Oh, he made way too many drones too. Okay, he definitely wasn't expecting this. He was not ready for this. He made way too many drones here. This actually is a pretty decent mineral line. Could have made a couple more workers, I think. But when you play fully saturated one base, I think you can make like 10 barracks or something ridiculous. He only made 5. This is, I'm not even kidding, this is almost a one-player cheese. It's kind of funny to say because he had double the eco, but I think this is actually a one-player cheese. If you cheese on your own and you do it really fast, you don't even saturate the mineral line, you can make 4 barracks. He saturated the mineral line, so he could have made 5. And you can see that it's true based on how many minerals he had, right? Now, I think maybe going up to 8 or 10 is not realistic, because keep in mind, you have to send out the SEV, so you can't actually be mining that fast. So I think, honestly, probably not the best strategy with double eco. Probably would have been better if we just made like a bunch of hatcheries and drone up like crazy. But that's going to be it for today. Kind of a funny final game. I think the games were long enough. It's probably still about a 30-minute episode, so I'm going to leave it at that. I had a fantastic time. If you guys did too, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.